that our revenues, and the chairman alluded to this in his opening statements, have held up exceptionally well and actually exceeded many of our expectations during this last year, particularly last 15 months of the pandemic. May was no exception of that, as the largest increase in over 50 years. Now, a lot of that had to do with moving our tax filing deadlines from the previous year. But nonetheless, our economists, as well as national economists, continue to increase the growth projections, primarily related to stimulus funds, which I'll make a few comments on a little bit further. But Ann and her team have done a great job of showing how much is actually flowing to the Commonwealth of Virginia. Certainly the increased vaccination rates that are coming, and the lifting of the mandatory closures with the expiration of the governor's emergency, all that is helping the economy to reopen. As at the end of May, our revenues were about $3.3 billion ahead of the prior year. I don't think anybody back in March of 2020, if I'd have stood up in front of you and said that was going to be the case, Mr. Chairman, you would have asked me to leave well before now, because I don't think anybody anticipated that. But that's what's happened. That puts us approximately $2.8 billion at the end of May, ahead of our current projections, and it's almost $2.5 billion ahead of the original budget that was passed back last March. So certainly a performance that no one could anticipate would be this robust. And again, a lot of it has been as a result of not only the mix of our economy, but also the stimulus funding that's been received throughout the Commonwealth to support economic activity.